About dreams, because every Tuesday we're going to do a bit on dream interpretation, because everyone has weird dreams that they wonder about quite a bit. Well, joining me on the line, I've got Mr. Paul Gill. You can check him on paulgill.ie, and he is the author of The Definite Book of Dreams. Paul, you're very welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm very good, Fergal. Great to talk to you.
Great to talk to you as well. Also a hypnotherapist and psychotherapist. I got quite a few dreams in earlier on, Paul. Will I shoot into them and you can tell us what to make of them?
You. Okay.
All right, I'll throw them at you with great vigour. Colin has got in contact. He said, I often dream that I go upstairs in my house, even though I live in a bungalow, and there is a huge room that I didn't know was there. It's bright, made of glass, and has wonderful paintings hung on the walls. There is also a grand piano in the middle of the floor. What's that all about?
Wow, that's a lot to have in a bungalow, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, first of all, a bungalow with a stairs upstairs where there is no upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, that's a curious thing. I would reckon that this is something, it's a part of Colum that he doesn't know is there. The house can represent himself, and it's probably hidden potential, an aspect of himself that he's not fully using. So I would suggest that it's a creative part, because there's paintings on the wall, and then you mentioned there's a grand piano in the middle of the floor. So I would say there's an artistic part and a musical part. And also because it's bright, it's made of glass, glass is see-through, and it's right under his roof. I'd say that Colin wouldn't be completely surprised if I did suggest to him that there is a creative part that he's not actually using.
That he needs to release, yeah. That's quite interesting. Yeah, I actually say that. We will send that on to him and see what he thinks of that. That's very interesting. Well, it does, kind of all the things, but it's only when you explain it that I kind of understand that, really.
Well, sometimes when I explain it like that, it's blatantly obvious to the dreamer. And they say, oh my God, yeah, that's me, yeah. I'm too busy at work, so I don't paint anymore. I don't play music anymore.
Here's one from Sharon. She's got in contact. She says, hey guys, I had a terrible dream that I was eating a biscuit and all of my teeth started to crumble. I was horrified but tried not to let anybody see, so I ended up swallowing my own teeth. Please explain what this means. Well, that's a horrible dream. I was in the dentist this morning. I went in to get a filling. I came out with the shiniest teeth in Ireland and a hell of a bill. But anyway, yeah, what does that mean?
Well, teeth crumbling or teeth falling out is a very common dream that people have.
I've never had that dream. I don't ever want to have that dream.
Well, do you know what it's about, Fergal? It's about insecurity. Because when you think of it, your teeth, you use your teeth to eat, to feed you, to nourish yourself. And if you didn't have teeth, you wouldn't be able to do any of those things. So she's eating a biscuit, and biscuits naturally crumble in the mouth. So her teeth crumbling and the biscuits crumbling, it's easy to see how she correlated the two. But the thing is that there's other people there, and she tries to hide this fact from them. That's the thing. That's the thing that stands out in the dream for me. She tries to hide it, and she swallows not just her own the biscuit, but the teeth also. So it's like she doesn't want other people. She's trying to save face. You know, again, if you've no teeth, you keep your mouth closed, you keep your lips tightly closed. So she's trying to save face and not let other people see her insecurities.
So you wouldn't be surprised if in Sharon's real life that she's actually hiding how she really feels about some situation.
Doesn't feel particularly good about herself in certain situations. And the other thing too, crumbling teeth or missing teeth can be repressed anger. Because if you think of it, any animal in nature will strip its teeth to show anger. But if you have no teeth, you're not going to strip your teeth. And it's almost as if, like Sharon, almost like bites her tongue or kind of bites her lip and doesn't say what it is she wants to say.
Yeah. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, the last one I have in here today that we'll get through anyway is Louise. By the way, if you're at home, you can text in 53102 with your strange dreams, or you can email fdarcy@todayfm.com or live at todayfm.com, I should say, as well. Here's the last one I have. Louise has gone in contact. She says, since I was a child, I've had this nightmare on and off that I go in home and there's a witch in the kitchen. She starts casting spells and, this is nothing new, this is just like back in Ballinasloe. She starts casting spells and objects, leaps off the wall at me. I go to run out the door, but my feet won't move. I feel stuck and can't get out of there. Now, I have had similar dreams to this where you can't move. It's like stuck in the mud syndrome.
Yeah, there's two elements to this, Fergal. The first thing, she's had this dream since she was a child. And when you think of it, if you go home in the kitchen, who is likely to be in the kitchen? Well, it's
your mum. It's maternal place,
yes.
Isn't it?
And when you think of witches are usually like old hags. I'm not saying her mum is an old hag, by the way, but there's an older woman, an older person. So I would think that she's got issue with her mother because, and again, her mother being in the guise of a witch. The witch will cast spells. How do you cast a spell? Well, you verbalise the spell. So it's probably her mother giving out to her.
Well, several times I've had verbalised spells put on me, Paul Gill.
I just hope your mother isn't listening to this, Fergal.
No, she put several of them on me as well, but she had a wooden spoon in one hand and a fish slicer in the other.
So anyway, the thing is, you also mentioned then that objects were leaping off the wall. So she's hurt, obviously, by her mother's attack on her, and then when she tries to leave, it's an inability to leave. It's a common element in dreams too, where their feet won't move or to her waist in wet concrete or something like that. It basically means that she feels that she can't get out of the situation, and she's under the thumb of this more powerful woman who's got power over her, who casts a spell over her.
Yeah,
so
interesting.
That's what it is.
God, that is absolutely brilliant. Well, listen, Paul, thank you so much for coming on to join us. You're going to be with us again next Tuesday. The website is paulgill.ie, and the book is called The Definite Book of Dreams, which you can check out as well. Now.